sitting here.
I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Your father was Yuen Tian, also known as Simon Yuen, also known as Beggar So, Sam the Seed, Old Dirty. He's the one who teaches Jackie Chan Drunken Fist and Drunken Master. When you were about 11, I understand, he brought you and your brothers to learn martial arts. He was a very famous fight choreographer and actor himself. So why was he teaching you for health, or did he want you to become a fight choreographer? Please talk about how this experience became your career.
你攞咪講？
係未唔知做武術指導嘅。
I don't think my dad could predict that I would end up as an action choreographer.
因為教我功夫，當日強身健體啊，就係嗰陣時我哋係做戲班嘅，即係我哋學功夫就係課喺戲班度表演嘅。
Yeah, my father was training me, and that was actually me and my siblings. Actually, that was actually for Cantonese opera troupes because they needed little actors to perform, and so that was actually the training. In addition to getting healthy and being fit. 強身健體都有份，都有，一定有。
練功一定㗎。
Yes, you practice kung fu for the health, for the agility of the body.
到後邊即係嗰啲粵劇開始有少少沒落啦，沒落咗。啱啱我父親有人請佢去喺電影度做武術指導，佢係全香港第一個武術指導。
Yeah, basically Cantonese opera at some point actually was really very much in decline. And that around that time was when the film studios started inviting my dad. And then for him to then, in film studios, in film, to be an action choreographer.
咁跟住佢仲要跟住佢武戲班就帶我哋入電影行啊，做電影咧就嗰陣時做好低嘅武術指導啦，即係。你話行下行先，企兩邊死先，即係嗰種。
Basically, when we started, when my father brought me into the film studio to be basically, a very low-level type of a stuntman, and the phrase is, you walk in, as in you walk into the set first, when they shoot you into the scene, and then also if you were standing, you would only be standing on the sides, never in the middle, and also you would be the first to die. 死先啊嘛！
後邊即係做武師嘅時候，我見人哋做武術指導，即係人哋做到，我睇佢哋托燒度燒嘅樣，我諗點解人做到我做唔到啊？係嘛？所以我跟住即係。
Basically, I was a stuntman, and I started observing other people being action choreographers, and I looked at what they did, and I said, I can do the same. And I saw how they were like figuring out the movements and so on. I said, I can do the same, and so I did.
即係做每一個，即係我覺得即係自己有自己嘅風格啦。即係起碼自己唔係做武術指導咁簡單，做武術指導仲要。學埋點用鏡頭，點樣拍出嗰啲動作會比較有力啲、好睇啲。
Yeah, basically what I have learned through the experience that as an action choreographer, you didn't just design the movements. You actually also have to learn about camera angles, how to actually capture that movement so that it actually comes out as powerful as it can be.
Well, so that means by the time that you made your first film as a director, even though it was your debut, you had gleaned all this knowledge just from fight choreography.
因為你喺1978年第一次拍電影啊，即係做導演啦。嗱，其實之前你已經咁有經驗咯嚇。無論係你話係睇第啲人做武術指導啦，你自己亦都係做一個武術嘅演員做咗咁耐啊嘛。咁其實已經有好多經驗，可唔可以講我哋之前所收集到吸取嘅經驗點樣影響到你？點樣使到你拍到你嘅頭一兩套戲呢？
即係我做武術指導， 由武師做武指導嗰個時候，即係有吳思遠導演，佢第一部導演，佢就揾我做第一部嘅武術指導。
Basically, through film, through being a stuntman and also doing all that type of work, I actually got to meet director Wu Si-yuan, a very famous person. And Wu Si-yuan, when he did his first film as a director, he invited me as his first action choreographer.
其實第一部武術指導咧，我就點講，即係好似個人有少少即係唔係好有信心啊！即係我冇理由嘅，啲人哋得我唔得咧啫，所以我就自己同吳思源咁慢慢，即係自己將自己嘅概念啊、自己嘅諗法啊，同佢傾，同佢研究，慢慢即係。佢覺得有信心，俾我信心，我就開始有信心同佢做啦。
Basically, when I started, clearly I didn't have that confidence. So it took me, and also I thought about my ideas and concept, and myself and director Ng Si-yun, we did a lot of talking to and fro, and actually with his feedback, I had more of my confidence built, and then from there, I made the film.
David was just mentioning your debut. By that he meant a drunken master, which
I think was it Drunken Master?
No,
or
before
was
that
it
was
That was not- That's why you're
But they're
asking
very
questions.
close together.
但
so
呢
it's
兩套
almost-
係都係1978年。
Snake in the Eagle's Shadow.
1979。
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
just want to say that the first two films that we are discussing is Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, 射影刁手, 1978, and then after that is Drunken Master, we all know, 醉拳. Okay, these are the two films.
They were shot within the same year, I think.
一年之內拍嘅應該係咪？
唔係2年拍，
2 years, one after
即
another.
係第一年拍成刁手拍成呢個時候，即係嗰陣時吳思遠做老闆啊，老闆佢即係揾我做第一部導演，我又係第一部導演。
Yeah, basically, Ng Si-yun was also the boss, as in boss of a film studio, of a film company. And Ng Si-yun was also the person that, invited Master Yuen to actually make his debut as a director. And that was Snake in the Eagle's Shadow first, and then the next year, Drunken Master.
即係我第一部做導演，我自己諗前面咁多導演咁好嘅，我用乜嘢可以俾我自己嘅風格，我自己會突破前邊嗰個導演嘅有啲唔同嘅嘢。所以我諗起咧，我覺得即係我想用喜劇動作，唔要血腥，唔要成，但係出嚟咧就好有娛樂性，同埋個動作好靚，同埋好喜劇，好幽默，好笑嗰種。
So I thought for a long while, as a directorial debut, how do I establish my own style? Other kung fu films are very serious, it's all about fighting, lots of violence. And I thought, wait, I want to create my own style, and I wanted to have comedy, and I wanted to have humor. Because I felt that those were the elements that were actually not explored at that time for film, for kung fu films.
至於第二部醉拳咧係好偶然拍嘅啫。
Drunken Master apparently was a very interesting idea of happenstance that that film was made.
因為
點解啊？
第一部成刁手全世界賣錢，即係喺台灣有個老闆請我哋去慶功宴，即係喺慶功宴好多人飲醉酒，個老闆就問：喂，即係功夫有冇醉拳㗎
？Okay. I have to now explain. There's a great little story, and maybe people don't know. Basically, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, first film, actually sold very well. And so they were invited everywhere in Asia and in Taiwan. Literally, it sold so well that the Taiwanese distributor invited everybody over, and they had a huge banquet, and everybody was drunk. Then the Taiwanese film distributor boss said, "Hey, is there something like Drunken Fist?"
我自己諗功夫係有醉拳嘅，但係嗰陣時冇人諗到會拍嘅。
there indeed is drunken fist, as in drunken kung fu a style. But the thing is, nobody would have thought of or dared to film it.
我覺得，咦，醉拳一拍即係可以拍得好喜劇嘅，好笑嘅動作嘅，即係好幽默嘅動作嘅。我諗好就拍部醉拳。
So basically, I thought to myself, hey, I could make Drunken Master. I could make a film about drunken fists, and then we can make it humorous with very, very funny movements that would be entertaining. So that's how it happened.
Had you actually learned Drunken Fist yourself before the film?
咁你要唔要自己學晒醉拳先至可以導演醉拳呢？
其實我有咁嘅知識喺度嘅，因為你做一個武術指導或者做動作嘅導演，你唔可能全部武術識晒嘅。
Well, actually, I do know some of it. Okay, I do know the technique, huh? But the thing is, it's because, you know, as an action choreographer or actually as an action film director, it is also impossible to know every single style of kung fu. There's just too much.
所以拍醉拳嘅時候，我一定要揾好多識醉拳嗰啲師傅、有經驗師傅嚟到請教佢，啲醉拳點樣打點樣。我睇咗，我知道啊，我將佢改良到好喜劇。好笑、好玩㗎嚟拍法㗎嘛。
So I did consult masters who knew drunken fist and how to actually do drunken kung fu, and then I had them demonstrate. I looked, I learned, and then I adapted some of that because I needed to adapt them so that they look good on film.
Was there any drinking on set?
想問拍戲嗰陣時有冇人飲醉酒或者有冇人飲酒啊？拍緊戲嗰陣時。
係啊，個個都話拍醉拳要飲酒，其實冇。
No, no. Everybody said we had to, but no, we did not. No drinking was involved.
如果飲醉酒唔識拍嘅啦。
I tell you, if we were drunk, we can't make a film.
How long did it take to shoot each film?
想問問啊，譬如話蛇形刁手啊，同埋醉拳，其實花咗幾多時候去拍呢？呢啲戲當年。
當年成刁手拍得好快，1個半月都拍完啦。
Snake in the Eagle's Shadow was probably 1.5 months.
而且嗰個就費好平添。
And it was a cheap production.
大概嗰陣時50萬港紙都拍完。
It was in 1978. It was about $500,000 Hong Kong dollars to make that film.
Yeah, his production company in English was called Seasonal Films.
Seasonal Films is, yeah.
And I think they were an independent film company, but they really hit the jackpot with these two films.
係咪？你當時個電影公司嘅名叫 Seasonal Films 啊，我都唔好知下下。佢話咁咪於是咁咪賺大錢咯，咪思源公司咪賺大錢咯當時。
賺大錢，賺到
Yes, they made a lot of money and they were all laughing to the bank.
賺到蝕，咁啊我冇賺到啫嘛。
But I didn't make it. 思源 made the money. 咁譬如話醉拳啊 and you want to know about Drunken Master? How long it took to film? 醉拳咧用咗幾耐啊？
醉拳差唔多拍咗2個月鬆啲啦。
Drunken Master took slightly more than 2 months to film.
因為第一部成刁手，即係我第一個新導演就冇乜錢俾我拍嘅。
Basically, when I started my debut film, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, as a new director, they really did not give me a lot of resources, as in money.
即係我要喺呢個製作費之內拍得一部好嘅即係好特別嘅喜劇功夫片，我喺度話，但係我做到啦，先又賺到錢啦。
Yeah, basically, with that tight of a budget, I was still able to create a film, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow. So that's, and then Ng Si-yun made all that money, and then then Drunken Master was much easier.
佢應該分花紅俾我啊！
I really should have gotten bonus from him then. 追佢。
So we heard that Jackie Chan lost a tooth to a kick by Huang Zhangli. We heard that he got his arm slashed by a sword. This is on Snake and the Eagle's Shadow. Were there any other war stories on both of these films?
想問問蛇形刁手又話成日受傷，有呢樣嗰樣，有甩隻牙。咁想問問當時拍蛇形刁手同埋醉拳仲有咩第二啲嘅？有冇人受傷？
其實冇，我印象中我好似冇乜受傷。
I don't think people were injured. I think this was just legend.
係
Okay. Very safe.
唔係甩隻牙，係有時撞崩咗少少隻牙，即係唔
Oh,
係
I
甩
see.
頸。
No. He did not. Jackie Chan that time did not lose a tooth. It was only a chip A slightly chipped teeth. Chipped tooth.
Can you tell us how you discovered Jackie Chan?
想問
So
你
your
點樣
first
點
two
樣發
films
掘到阿
feature
成
him.
龍出嚟？
And what you thought of him?
點樣同佢個緣分點嚟
即係我揀佢嘅。
？I chose Jackie Chan.
嗰陣時，成龍佢本身喺電影啊方面，即係啲發行商各方面覺得佢係，因為佢前拍幾部戲都票房好唔理想，好曳陣，好多片商都最好唔好用成龍。但係我知道成龍，大家同我笑，我知道成龍嘅功夫去到邊度，同埋佢做喜劇，我覺得佢做到嘅。因為幾個俾我揀，有幾個原因，我就一定要佢。即個反對我同司員講。我第一部導演，你要相信我，即係我用佢，我覺得係得，咁先就 OK 咗我。
I saw in Jackie Chan the talent for comedy. But actually prior to my engaging him, Jackie Chan had made a few films and they were all box office failures. And so producers were not interested in him. Actually, it took me with a lot of convincing Ng Si-yuen to actually take Jackie Chan. Because I actually just say, please trust me that I see in Jackie Chan the kung fu skills as well as the comedic skills. And it's also partly because Jackie Chan was also a disciple of my father, Yuen Woo-ping. So I knew him.
What's amazing is after these two films, everywhere were Jackie Chan copy movies. They were copies of your kind of these two films.
你呢兩出戲拍完之後啊，就好多人啊，都好似跟足你呢個去拍啲類似嘅戲嘅。
係啊，即係有一段時間好瘋狂，個個跟住我拍嗰啲動作喜劇。
Yeah, basically for a while after the success of these two films, everybody was copying, and they were making these action/comedies.
So what I see is the next section of your career. In about 82, you made tonight's film, The Miracle Fighters. You had kung fu, comedy, and you added folklore and magic. How did you come up with that?
好啦，咁啊講到1982年咁上下啦嚇，就係奇門遁甲咁樣嚇。今晚我哋要睇呢套戲。咁其實佢唔止喎，有功夫啦，有笑啦，又有科幻啦，又有啲民族嘢啦，即係乜嘢都有好多唔同嘅種類嘢喺度。點解？
因為你嗰陣時拍功夫嘅太多人拍啦。
Too many people were making kung fu films then.
即係我覺得應該要轉型啦。
So it's time to actually change the style, to transform the film.
即係轉型，我轉咩？即係我即係諗下，我想將中國民間嗰啲即係所謂個法術啊、嗰啲元術啊，嚟加入功夫元素度。
So I want Chinese folk traditions of magic or alchemy, any sort of like that, to actually combine that into kung fu, because I thought that is a good way.
即係嗰陣時，即係我都係加喜劇元素落去嘅。
Of course, there are also comic elements.
即係嗰陣時嘅好難拍。
It was actually very difficult to make that film.
你
話你直話係奇門遁甲係好難拍。It was hard work making The Miracle Fighters, which is being shown at 9 o'clock tonight. 嗱，要睇一睇，今晚有得睇。
因為嗰陣時冇 CGI，冇乜都冇。
Remember, 1982, no CGI.
全部即係用土法炮製嘅。
So we'll call it 土法炮製, which is a great way. Basically, we just created everything from just normal, earthly, everyday, common matters.
即係我真係揾嗰啲識物理學嗰啲嚟到研究。我
We
呢個
just
戲法
bas-
點
yeah.
樣？呢個戲法點樣 ？OK， 我知道啦。咁我就將佢拍，不過拍得好辛苦。
Okay, so we had to create magic. How do we create magic? We get friends and people who actually knew physics to create those type of special effects that is actually through normal physical materials.
即係我
That's how it happened. It was really hard work.
拍咁多部戲咧，呢部戲拍嘅時間最長。
And I can tell you that I've made many films. The filming of The Miracle Fighters took the longest time. 幾多日啊？講嚟聽下。
拍咗170幾日。
It took 170 plus days to make the film The Miracle Fighters, which is showing at 9 o'clock tonight.
If I can make a jump in time for a second, the film was actually remade not so long ago with the title The Thousand Faces of Doinja, and it's heavily CGI. Do you feel nostalgic of that era with practical effects?
奇門遁甲又而家又加咗 CGI 咁啊，有個新版噶嘛，個新版本你覺得點咧？
我覺得冇舊版好睇。
Actually, new Miracle Fighters not as interesting and fun to watch as the old Miracle Fighters.
I agree.
Very old school.
It's a great movie.
So I'm wondering about your comic sensibility, and I keep imagining maybe you and your brothers pulling pranks on people as kids, because these movies with your comedies like pranks.
你個喜劇性，你喜劇節奏係咪？因為你好細個嗰陣時，你好反斗，同埋啲兄弟姊妹咧，個個一齊咁樣，有時又去整蠱人啊之類啊。
冇啊！我細個，我哋細個好驚老豆嘅喎。
No, we were very good kids. We were all terrified of our father. No pranks.
So where did all those amazing sight gags come from?
係咁，如果係咁，點解嚟到咁好嘅笑料啊？咁多咁得意嘅動作咧？
都係靠想像，都係靠自己嘅創作能力嚟到設計，因為你個人性格同創作係兩回事嘅。即係我覺得我創作，我想拍呢部劇話，我用乜嘢嘅元素，用乜嘢嘅風格嚟到拍到佢係有喜劇元素，同埋有特別啲嘅法術嘅動作落去。我所以就自己諗咗好耐先設計出嚟。
It has to do with creativity. It has to do with imagination. A creative person doesn't necessarily have to be exactly of the same type of nature as a character trait of a person. So for me, when I see a story, when I know I want to actually portray a comedy, I will find ways and find all the elements that actually would be able to contribute to make that a good comic film.
In the we were talking about your first discovery, Jackie Chan. A lot of your career is about discovering new talent. So in 1984, it was a sort of a next. We're talking about the next phase. You brought to the big screen a young man at the time. He was 20 years old, and he was Donnie Yen. So can you tell us how you discovered Donnie Yen and about the series of films that followed with him?
甄子丹即係佢媽咪喺波士頓開個武館係教拳嘅，所以佢知道我，佢就帶佢個仔嚟香港，帶甄子丹嚟香港見我希望跟我拍戲。
係幾多年前？即係嗰個時代啦喎。
好多年啦，差唔多百幾年啦。
Okay, so in the 1980s, Donnie Yen's mother has actually a martial arts academy in Boston. And so during that time, Donnie Yen's mother actually brought Donnie Yen to me to Hong Kong and say maybe there could be a possibility of Donnie Yen actually starring in films.
即係我見到佢，我覺得佢屋企嗰陣時好後生，19歲左右。
He was about Donnie Yen was 19 then when I first met him.
即係我睇佢外形 OK， 同埋我就想睇下啲功夫點樣，你試俾我睇啊嘛。
Okay, basically I looked at him, pretty handsome, good looking, no problem. And then I said, I want to try your kung fu skills. 咁佢真係即刻
要啊。
要啦 ，OK, and then he demonstrated.
唔係我唔會用佢㗎，我唔會，佢自己識咩做咩俾我睇。
Okay, basically Donnie Yen basically right there demonstrated his kung fu skills. So I actually watched him.
即係佢試俾我睇咗之後，我覺得可以用嘅，係可以栽培嗰啲人。
So I looked at Donnie Yen and I thought, yes, I think I can use him. He is somebody that I can nurture.
What kind of kung fu was Donnie Yen practicing from his mother's kung fu?
甄子丹當時係咩派嘅？即係邊一個派嘅？
冇乜派，佢係喺北京武術學院學咗年幾兩年翻嚟。原本佢之前咧就跟佢媽咪學功夫嘅。
係學咩派咧？
本身佢媽咪係 太極嘅。
Okay, good.
Tai-
Just FYI, Donnie Yen's mother is of the Tai Chi tradition. But Donnie Yen actually, I guess, must have been in his late teens before meeting Master Yuen, was actually at the Beijing Martial Arts Academy, at the Beijing Wushu Academy, and was studying there for about a year plus. And so he had good training from Beijing too.
So-
Tai Chi.
So wasn't his debut Drunken Tai Chi? Is that correct?
好啦，咁當時佢第一套戲係咪笑太極啊？應該係1984年啊，笑太極。
應該係。
Okay, yeah, Drunken Tai Chi.
And so this is still the folklore and magic tradition, I guess, that you created with Miracle Fighters.
係啦，咁又有啲民間嘅嘢喺裏邊啦，亦都同時間又有啲唔係科幻，即係有啲係幻想嘅魔術啊等等喺裏邊，
嗰部就冇乜幻想魔術，
冇乜幻想。
全部都係喜劇。我將
It's comedic.
嗰啲太極嘅元素，我用喜劇嘅手法點樣練功練得比較，即係有太極嘅道理，但係我用喜劇方法嚟到表達，所以又係都係用喜劇元素落去。
It's comedic. It's actually uses a lot of the Tai Chi elements. And what happens is that I make the Tai Chi elements more comedic when he practices and so on. So it's good to look at on film.
Was it with Donnie Yen that you then made the transition to contemporary action?
好啦，咁笑太極啊，呢啲通通都係即係類似古裝啦嚇。咁到到幾時
係民初
就係民初啦嚇。
係民初
咁到幾時先到係真係好現代嘅戲呢？
好現代嘅好後啦，差唔多90幾年啦，喺北寶拍幾部現代嘅，好似《Tiger Cage》啊嗰啲係好《Tiger Cage》即係
太極其實係
特警屠龍。
係 okay. Really, when it comes to making the modern films, it is the Tiger Cage films. 1988 onward, 1988年開始，1、2、3嚇。There are about 3 films under Tiger Cage, under that title.
So can you talk about that transition and how you
mean,
adapted and what you
man-
created with this modern style, which is very different from what you did before?
到現代啊嘛，咁現代打鬥同民初嗰啲打鬥或者係
唔同嘅
係咯，完全唔同啦。
完全唔同
Yeah, different styles, completely different styles of fighting.
Do you think it's because Donnie Yen's style is more urban? I mean, more street. Like, why switch to contemporary
係啊，
films
點
more
解
boxing
點解當時會由即係譬如話啲比較古裝少少啊、民初啊咁樣，去到呢個所謂嘅現代背景呢？係咪因為你覺得啊，Donnie Yen係比較適合拍現代戲呢？
唔係即係我前面都係咁講啫。每個動作片佢係有一段時間你一定要轉嘅。你好似民初動作片你拍得太多，觀眾睇得多，即係睇咗2、3年都係呢啲咁嘅民初嘅電影，所以你自己係做導演，自己係做創作嘅，你一定要想話變啦。一定要變，我變時裝動作，即係有另外一種形式表達動作，等觀眾睇出嚟，有新鮮感，話另外一種睇法會好睇啲咁樣
Yeah, because really films and styles and trends, they change every few years and every few years. And so basically, for a while, there were all these, again, the early 19th century, early 20th century, Manchuo, which is actually right after the Chinese Revolution of 1911. Those types of films were all very popular for a while. And then after a while, as a creative artist, as a creative filmmaker, you want to actually then explore something else. And so then leading to the trend of shooting kung fu films that are actually off today.
So
Yeah, your turn. Go ahead. Takes 2 of us to talk to a master. Maybe in the 1990s, so we were talking about Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, and in the 1990s you worked with Jet Li. You worked on the Wong Fei Hong franchise, Once Upon a Time in China, as it's called. Can you describe how you work with him? And Jet Li is a northerner, so that's before you work with Hong Kongers. Donnie Yen is from the south as well, practice southern style. Was it very different to work with Jet Li?
同阿李連杰合作，係咪同之前嗰兩位有啲唔同咧？點唔同法咧？
唔同嘅，
Very different.
唔同嘅，因為前面幾個佢個底我知道晒嘅，即係子彈係我一手帶出嚟，我知道佢有幾多嘢，但係李連杰我唔知嘅，即係佢係我知道佢係 北京武術隊5屆嘅武術冠軍、全能冠軍，我即係覺得佢嘅動作一定好瀟灑、好漂亮噶。因為當時我拍佢係好偶然嘅，因為徐克拍王菲嘅時候拍到一半，即係覺得拍唔落去，即係個動作一定要有啲新嘢有成，所以佢就放棄前面嗰啲，請我嚟到幫手繼續拍落去。結果拍落去，我覺得李連杰係好嘅，即係有時你讀啲嘢，佢即刻知道，即刻打到，即係因為同時裝又唔同嘅，即係同以前嗰啲文秋功夫唔同，佢直情係武術打出嚟嗰啲動作好瀟灑、好靚，擺嘅姿勢都係好有味道嘅，即係佢係同成龍同跟住係另外一種風格嚟嘅，係好嘅。
我翻譯我唔記得啦嚇。Okay, Jet Li is very different. First of all, is that when it comes to Jackie Chan or Donnie Yen, I kind of knew them. I also knew them because they're Northerners, people that I knew when they were very young. However, Jet Li was already kind of a star because he was known, in Beijing as a wushu artist who has won 5 successive years as the best wushu artist. So I knew that clearly he already has, all the skills and will actually have all the movements. But I don't know him. Choi Hak was making the Wang Fei Hong, the Once Upon a Time in China, those series, and actually halfway through one of the films he couldn't quite continue, and that was when earlier things were ditched and Master Yuen was actually invited to become the action choreographer. And then working with Jet Li, I realized that there is, there is power in his movement, and at the same time, there is grace. The grace in his movement is something that is beyond what Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen had. The grace in it 嚇，即係話你做出嚟好靚，好有韻味啊嘛。
佢又好，即係好有武術味道，即係。
It has the grace of martial arts, that type of gracious martial arts type of a move.
即係黃飛鴻之後咧，李連杰咧就係創咗又另外一個高峰啦。
So basically, after the Wang Fei Hong, the Once Upon a Time in China, Jet Li clearly moved up to another niveau as a star.
Is it that grace that inspired you to make what I think is one of your masterpieces, the Tai Chi Master? It has all these very graceful motion, and it was at the time it was not necessarily an obvious thing to have Jet Li play the inventor of Tai Chi, Chong San-fong. I'm talking about Chong San-fong.
因為黃飛鴻之後就到太極張三豐啊嘛。咁係咪因為即係你睇得到李連杰啊？即係佢有啲咩嘅特質？係可以發掘得出嚟咧。
我覺得喺武術功夫方面咧，係特質好似太極佢打得好嘅，即係當。
Jet Li is very good with Tai Chi too。
即係當時喺電影嚟講，個個都覺得太極拍電影係唔好睇嘅。
A lot of people felt, Tai Chi so boring. How could you make a film on Tai Chi? Film people didn't buy that at all.
因為太極嗰個睇出嚟係好慢嘅，好笑，即係打拍點會好睇
？Tai Chi is slow. How could it possibly be exciting to watch?
即係我眼光睇，我覺得有得拍。
But I said, no. There's a way of filming it.
因呢啲功夫係喺電影上面冇人拍過嘅。
Because I'm exploring things that other people had not filmed before. Kung fu that other people dare not film, could not film, I film.
即係我自己有信心會拍得好好睇。
I have confidence I will make it very interesting to watch for the audience.
所以我就寫劇本叫《太極張三豐》等佢全部由李連杰將佢自己識嘅太極冚唪唥盡數攞出嚟。
So basically, that's why we developed the script of the Tai Chi Master, Zhang Sanfeng, the founder of Tai Chi, and actually, basically, it is really using all the skills that Jet Li has on Tai Chi, and they were all put into that film.
It's a magnificent film. And maybe we should explain that the founder of Tai Chi, you guys know the Shaolin, the Wu-Tang, right? So you know the Wu-Tang style. That's the guy played by Jet Li in the Tai Chi Master. You know,
你知道啦，即係等佢哋知道係咩啦。
That's-
點樣打法啦
I can't do it, but he
Okay.
can do it. Before we turn to the audience, we're gonna deliberately maybe skip the American phase so we can let you guys ask questions about I don't know Tarantino and others. I want to skip for 1 second to before we turn to you to Wong Kar-wai, your collaboration with Wong Kar-wai and Zhang Jin. I'm going to focus on the Asian stuff. How did you discover Zhang Jin? You've worked with him a few times since then. He seems to be the new generation at this point. And what was your work like with on the Grandmaster? Work that took a long time to complete.
講嚟一代宗師啊！你講一代宗師啊！點樣拍法嚟啊？點解用咁耐拍啊？
其實一代宗師耐嘅時間係，因為打嘅功夫係八卦形意，所以章子怡佢哋嗰啲冇啲功夫底嘅，所以一定要訓練同埋你練，唔係同埋梁朝偉，佢一定要訓練詠春，佢要學嘅。
Yeah, basically, why did it take such a long time to make the Grandmaster? These actors, Tony Leung, Zhang Ziyi, they really do not know martial arts, okay? So for them to be able to play those characters means that they have to go through a lot of training, long training to get to that level.
其實嗰部我都唔知點解會拍咁耐嘅。
Actually, I had no idea why Wong Kar-wai took such a long time to make that film. 但係你都有份啊！你都有份。
我有份，但我
I play he plays a role in it。你都有份。
因為我有份，但我拍動作時間冇咁耐嘅，即係成部點解拍唔耐？即係每場動作最長嗰個啊，我最多拍20日啫，最長嗰場嘅動作最多拍20日。就係有一場就係比較喺火車站嗰個比較耐啲，喺火車站拍完，跟住仲要喺陸布景拍，但係我用嘅時間都唔會去咁多嘅。
Yeah, basically those action sequences, and there's one that is in the railway station. Took a long time, but isn't really that long. I mean, really, when we were shooting action sequences, maybe 20 days, and it would be done. So the rest of the time, Wong Kar-wai was being slow. 即係話佢拍得慢啦，使佢講。
因為我覺得
你拍嗰啲好慢啊嘛。
唔係，但係我覺得點解會咁慢？我王家衛追求藝術嗰個諗法，佢追求藝術要好高嘅啊。
Why did it take such a long time and create such a great masterpiece? Wong Kar-wai has a very, very, very high standard, what he wanted to achieve artistically. And that takes time.
即係不論喺美術、攝影同埋演員個戲，佢啲要求好高，
Yeah,
所以
because
比較
there's
慢。
cinematography as well as the art direction, as well as the actors being able to be really in that moment. It takes time.
即係喺香港咁多導演嚟講咧，我覺得王家衛拍得慢係原因，佢嘅藝術追求係好高嘅。
Yes, among Hong Kong film directors, you can say that Wong Kar-wai really filmed very slowly, but the level of artistic pursuit is also very, very high.
Some of the best action scenes in the Grandmaster feature Zhang Jin, Max Zhang, as he's also known in the West. And you were just mentioning the train scene. Can you describe working with Zhang Jin? How is he compared with Donnie Yen, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, the older stars?
唔係張晉啊，張晉
本身佢都係武術底好嘅。
Yeah, because Zhang Jin was also a trained martial artist.
其實佢都唔使點練嘅，即係佢本身個角色係要打形意拳，因為佢本身喺武術隊嚟講，佢形意拳都已經可以攞獎㗎啦。
Basically, Zhang Jun was already a master in Yingyi Hyun, that Yingyi fist, the style. So, because even in the wushu, competitions, he could actually easily have won prizes for that already. So it was much easy to actually film him doing that.
所以我拍咁多喺一路中我拍咁多演員嘅動作，我拍得最舒服就係張晉。
Actually, I can tell you of all the actors that I have worked with, the one that it was easiest for me to film, the most comfortable, most easy for me to film was actually Zhang Jun.
Great. Okay, and you just made Master Z with him.
咁然後跟住又有咧張天志啦。
張天志喺葉問嗰度呢個人物葉問嗰度分支出嚟嘅啫，另外我獨立將佢寫故仔。
Yeah, Master Z, as you know, is called Ip Man 4, but actually it is a completely different story on that character. Zhang, after Ip Man 3, you have Master Z that comes out. Okay, but that's a very independent story.
You're planning to work with him again
再
soon?
有會同阿張晉再合作嘛
會有。
？Yes, maybe. Yes, will. Yes, I will. 我要翻譯得啱啲。Yes, I will.
因為我覺得佢不論演戲，不論喺功夫或者動作上面，佢都係有水準嘅。
I think that in acting, in kung fu, in all the movement, he attains a pretty high standard.
佢喺一代宗師嚟講，佢係喺影展度攞咗最佳男配角獎嘅。
Yeah, basically, in the Grandmaster, Zhang Jun already won Best Supporting Actor in one of the film festivals.
Yeah, also a great actor. Sorry, guys, I've made one big omission among all these great actors that you work with. An actress, Michelle Yeoh. We haven't talked about Michelle Yeoh. You made Wing Chun in the 1990s, and I'm terrible with dates, so I'm going to have to refer to the cheat sheet. It was in the mid-90s, I believe, 1994, and you also work with her on the Tai Chi Master. She has some pretty amazing action sequences. Michelle Yeoh is also a fantastic actress.
And also worked with her on Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was trying to leave the American stuff.
咁可唔可以講下楊紫瓊呢？
Can you tell us about working with her and what she's like? And it's a long-standing relation now. And you brought her back with Master Z.
好多年，我同楊紫瓊合作好多部戲㗎啦。
I have worked with Michelle Yeoh for many films.
因為我覺得佢呢個演員係好敬業，即係好服從導演，即係佢點，同埋佢好搏命啊！
She really throws herself into her work. She really respects and follows a director, and she's professional as an actress. 即係夠啦，又咁樣咁樣。
佢不論做戲，不論佢打嘅動作，佢都達到我要求嘅標。
Yeah, whether it's acting or whether it's in her action movements, everything is actually. I'm happy and satisfied with what she has done for me.
即係有時即係我同佢拍詠春，即係嗰部戲係好耐啫。我即係佢第一部戲，即係我直情將詠春係背景嚟嘅。我主要係拍佢同甄子丹嗰個愛情故仔，啊，成個戲係講愛情加動作。
Yeah, Wing Chun, as you know, is a story that features actually Michelle Yeoh and Donnie Yen. It's a love story, and so it's really it's a lot of acting. Okay, there's a lot of acting and there's kung fu, but the thing is, the kung fu is actually very much in the background. There's a lot of acting involved.
It's amazing what a diverse body of work you have, even romance.
有咩愛情故事都有啊，導演好多。
即係其實全香港嘅識動作嘅明星嘅演員，全部都我經手拍過。
Basically, all Hong Kong action stars, anybody who was filmed in any sort of action of anything, I have worked with them.
All right, at this point, I think we should open this conversation to the audience. I believe you have questions for Master Yuen. One question at a time, please. Okay. Yes, if you could also stand up so we can hear you. Mike, we have microphones today.
I didn't realize we had mics. That's great.
Thank you. 你好，我係 Esther. I'm a graduate from NYU University in marketing. And I have a good friend. He's a national champion and a world champion for Tai Chi Chuan. I wonder he would have this opportunity to working with you. His name is Zhi Kun Huang. And also, if I could have opportunity to work with you. I've been a coach for 6 years. Thank you.
Okay, now what is your question? I'm sorry, you stood up. You have to ask a question. 佢要問問題。
I want to know, like, I wanted to give some advice for young people to working in the sports or the film industry.
You want
Thank
to
you.
ask for that advice, I imagine.
或者係想下做動作電影，咁你有啲咩嘢錦囊俾佢哋呢？ Words of wisdom, right? That's what you want.
Yes.
俾啲錦囊佢哋。
其實我嚟講咧就冇錦囊俾人嘅，
I have no words of wisdom.
但問題主要佢有冇心去做去學。
The question is whether you have the heart and whether you are willing to learn.
如果有心去學，即係有咁嘅志向咧，即係我睇到咧，佢一定會成功嘅。
If you are dedicated, you will succeed. And if I can see that dedication in you, you will succeed.
即係唔好話，我想做想做演員啊，想做做動作演員啊，想唔得嘅，一定要實踐。
For people who say, I want to be this, I want to be that, that's not enough. You just basically have to go and try and put that into practice.
Thank you.
Okay?
Next question.
Yes.
Question.
The gentleman in pink. Behind you, Pai. Behind you.
Right.
Yeah.
請問有冇諗過嘴拍一套香港嗰個嘴拳嗰個電影啦？你自己做蘇乞兒，好似你老豆一樣啊？
Okay, the question is, you translate for yourself.
So, you have the thought about making another Drunken Master movie and actually playing or portraying So Ha-yi as your father did?
Begoso. Character of Begoso.
冇諗過，因為我唔識飲酒。
I haven't thought of, that idea didn't come across my mind because I don't know how to drink. I don't drink.
我父親就飲酒飲得好叻嘅。
My dad was a very good drinker.
不過佢有冇提議我都可以諗下，真係可以做嘅。
Thank you for the suggestion. I want to think about it, maybe. Thank you.
In the front, the gentleman in the front.
Master Yuen,
係
hello. Welcome to New York City.
Your question?
，thank you。
Okay.
Yeah, our time is counted.
I'm not going to say much. All I'm going to say is thank you for so many years of masterpieces. We really appreciate all you've done for the martial arts cinema world. We thank you so much.
Your question?
That's all I wanted to say.
Let's move on
then
fast
quick,
because
quick,
we have
quick,
it. We have our
we
time
have-
here is counted actually. The gentleman in the back.
OK，thank you。
It better be a question or else I'll come out
Ask a
and
question,
get you.
otherwise I'll skip you right away.
People used to watch Hong Kong films because there was nowhere else you could get martial art films. Now that film, martial arts gone mainstream in action. What does that mean for Hong Kong martial art films?
Thank you. Unless
因為香港以前係真係冇打片打出嚟㗎嘛，咁但係而家全世界好多國家都有佢哋嘅武打片，亦都拍武打片，咁點樣影響到香港？
唔係佢哋影響香港，係香港嘅武打片影響佢哋。
呀，但係現在香港武打片嘅情況又點？
而家香港話，我覺得係要精品啦。
Okay, yeah. So a long time ago, there were lots of Hong Kong films, and they clearly influenced the rest of the world. Okay, but now when we talk about Hong Kong films, we create and we produce the highest quality of the martial arts and action films. That's how Hong Kong film is now.
即係唔係90年代一年拍幾百部動作
Yeah.
片。
Unlike the 1990s, you remember that was a time in which within a year you could have a few hundred of these action films,
即
but the
係
quality.
呢家係唔容許咁做嘅，係一
Now-
定一定係要好嚴謹製作啊，佢好樣同埋一定要動作同戲啊劇本要達標。
Yeah, but basically now what we have is that we have just much tighter and higher expectations. It has to be a good script, it has to be good acting, and it also has to be good fighting. So it's really all of these at a very high level.
所以香港動作片咧未來嘅潛質咧係有得做嘅，但係要好。
Yeah, there is still potential for Hong Kong action films. It's just that it has to be of that very, very high standard.
Thank you.
Okay.
There was a question all the way in the back from the young lady. Yeah, you can ask your question.
Hello, Mr. Yuan. I'm just a film student, graduated this summer, and just came to New York for a career. And I've been working on many film shooting on set. So
What's your question?
there it comes. Because I've seen many filmmakers working on set with low salary or even for free. But because they love the film, they really like to work for film for free. But do you think this passion, love for film will never die? Have you ever, in your career, were you not satisfied with your work? Have you never sort of quit a little bit?
Have you ever been unsatisfied with your work? Is what you're asking.
Sometimes.
Yes. Thank you.
我自己拍有好多都係好唔滿意嘅，值唔值得話下回分解啦？即係有啲係好唔滿意，即係冇理由。
I've made films in which I'm not happy with. Okay?
即係冇理由一個導演部戲都唔滿意嘅。
Because you cannot, for any single director, nobody could constantly be making every single film that is perfect.
梗係有一部失手嘅。
There would always be one film that would be a failure.
Great. Let's move on to the next. Okay. Yes. You already have the mic. So there you go.
It's his fault. He gave it to me.
Yeah, I blame you.
I want a question.
You're gonna get one. You're gonna get two.
One.
Well,
Well,
the Miracle Fighters sounds really cool. When can I see it?
9 p.m. Across the street.
In all the time that you, obviously a lot of care and meticulous nature goes into everything you've planned. Have you ever had anything go not according to plan when shooting, but liked it so much you kept it?
Thank you. Good question.
譬如話動作啊，或者係拍戲啊，通常都係好周密嘅詳細嘅計劃之後咁再拍出嚟。但係有時咧，始終拍下嗰陣時會有失手，或者係會有啲嘢會出現嚇，係我哋大家都冇辦法預料到嘅。有冇一啲突如其來嘅呢啲嘅嘢係其實係到頭來係一個好事，係變咗一樣好彩，或者係結果你係以為係失手嘅嘢變咗係原來係一個成功嘅一部分，甚至係錯嘅嘢變咗係啱而你用咗喺個電影裏邊嘅咧？
呢有嘅，呢
Yes, happens.
因為好多嘢你係咪 plan 好晒，但係有突發意外好多。
There are always accidents despite whatever you plan.
所以你有時揸住呢個意外，你可能自己好快速咁諗，咁變成可能變咗係好意外收穫變咗。
Yeah, sometimes you do actually reap something out of an accident that is good.
Thank you.
I think we just have time
Jesus.
for one or two more questions.
One or two more?
Okay.
There's people on this side, Sam, they've been waiting
Yes,
for a
okay,
while.
okay, sorry. Yeah, I can't really see you. I'm sorry. The gentleman with the glasses, yes, you've been waiting for a while.
The mic is
Microphone
coming
right
to you, right behind
behind
you.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the calligraphy fight in Magnificent Butcher came about?
Wow.
I
Can't even
think it's
remember that
absolutely
one.
brilliant.
殷世榮
林世榮裏邊就有個書法啊，記唔記得有個書法嗰度，佢想點樣構思出嚟，點樣拍出嚟
都係咁拍出嚟㗎啦。
？I just filmed it.
I mean, do you just
即係你一定要研究書法，因為關德興啊，佢自己嘅書法寫得好好嘅。
Yeah, because you know that the Guan Deheng, who was the original guy who played Wang Feihong, he was a very good calligrapher.
等於係功夫一樣，功夫好，我一定盡量個功夫。佢書法好，我就可以喺戲入邊俾場戲佢成日寫書法之中嚟表現動作
Because the actor was so good with calligraphy, I wanted to actually use that as an asset for him in this film to actually have not just calligraphy but have movement and action to go with it.
So it was kind of was it a spontaneous idea on set where you saw that he could do this and then came up with the whole idea?
特別構思
Or was
啊，
it
因為
written
臨時加
beforehand?
落
Or?
去咧。
特別構思嘅，
Specially planned.
我知道
個個都知道分得清。
知道關寫事好㗎啦嘛。
Yeah, that actor was very famous, also as a calligrapher, so everybody knew.
一個演員嘅長處咧，有個長處，我一定喺電影度用盡佢嘅。
Yeah, basically, when I see an actor and I know that he has some special assets, some special traits that are really unusual, I want to use all of that in the film too.
Okay.
Okay?
I think that's all the time we have, really, I'm afraid, unless you want to stretch it a bit.
We have to go over to the other side because he has to appear on
Yeah.
stage.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
He has to introduce the miracle fighters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I'm sorry, we have to go over.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you very
coming
much.
today. And thank Master Yuen.
OK, thank you. OK。
Thank you so much.